I just need to gather my thoughts. First of all, what you're watching in the background is a clip. It's from the BO4 reveal, but it's the what I can't talk. It's what I recorded, so it's from my live reaction. I have a live reaction up on my channel, the entire press conference. I reacted to the entire thing. Go watch it and watch me act like a child, um, pretty much for that entire hour. Because in my opinion, this was probably, keep in mind, when I say this, remember that I'm a Treyarch fanboy and that I'm a zombies fanatic and that I love Treyarch. And Treyarch makes me feel special in certain areas of my body. But I really do think that it was one of the greatest game reveals of all time. But that's for another day. I even got me a water because that's how much. This is gonna be a long video. I got so much to talk about. Um, anyway, um, this is just gonna be the zombies. I'm gonna make a video talking about the entire thing. Um, but oh my god. So this May 17th was a day that had been in the making for this YouTube channel since 2016. Um, that's why I reacted like a child when I seen it, because I I've been playing Treyarch games since probably World at War. I mean I was a little bit younger when like Call of Duty 3 came out and stuff, but by World at War I was starting to get into video games a little bit more. I'd played video games. I've played video games all my life, but World at War 2008 was when around that time was when I was starting to get into games. The only game that the only games that I had played previous to that was like Madden, NBA, and like Halo 3 and stuff like that. But World at War came out, and I remember just like playing that some. And I did play Zombies. I had no clue what it was, and I was kind of scared of it, but I played it not as much. And then obviously when Black Ops 1 came out, that was when I went hardcore with it. But for this channel, 2016 was when I started this channel, and I started it about the time when BO4 was ending. DLC 3 or 4 was on the horizon. Um, I think DLC 3 had actually just came out like a couple weeks ago. I think it was like July of 2016 when I started this channel. And so I started it towards the end of BO3, and I knew I wanted to make videos about BO3, but really I made the channel because I wanted to try to gain some subscribers, and I wanted to get into the zombies community from a YouTube sense. Uh, I just wanted to be in the community. I want to be making videos about zombies. It's something I'm passionate about. And so I did that. And July 2016, when I made that channel, I knew that I said, one day, 2 years from now, I can be reacting to the Black Ops 4 reveal, and I can be making videos leading up to the. I've made videos throughout 2016 and throughout 2017, and for most of 2018 about Treyarch's next game, and here we are. We're here, and it got revealed. So this has been a day in the making for a long time. Time's flown by. Obviously, it's doesn't feel like it's been that long that I've had this channel, honestly. Um, but as you can see right now on the screen, this is the reveal trailer for Zombies, the first map, 9, however you want to say it. I know some people are calling it X or something like that. This was a bit of a shock, man. If you'd have told me, well, one of the things that I did kind of want, I always said I wanted 4 new characters for the Zombies map, but I didn't think that Blundell would go this far, man. I everyone was expecting to see our OG4, the Primus crew, back in the 11 or 1200s, during the Great Battle and all this stuff. That's what everyone was expecting. Instead, we got this. And if you go back and watch my reaction, obviously I'm reacting like a child, but if you could like see what I'm thinking during that, I was just a little confused, to be honest with you, because like I said, it just came as such a shock. Like, I never expected when Craig Houston said Black Ops 4 marks the beginning of a new storyline. That immediately I was like, what? Like, I had no clue. Uh, and then when I seen this, obviously at the time when we seen the 9 trailer, I had no clue that there was going to be 3 total maps. And so I was like, okay, so our base map, the first map we're getting in this game, is going to be the start of a new storyline. And it's in a gladiator thing. And it's, is there going to be weapons in this? And, or is it just going to be swords? And I was just very confused by the direction. Um, Obviously, after we got the trailer for Voyage of Despair, and then Blood of the Dead, which, if you go back and watch my reaction, the trailer for Blood of the Dead actually broke me. Like, I actually was broken. I couldn't talk. Like, I was just sitting there in awe. Um, After those 2 trailers, things started to connect. Like, the puzzle pieces came together, because this new storyline is going to be so effing good, because this gives Blundell and this gives Treyarch so many ways and so many directions to go with zombies. Just from our 2 trailers, just from the 2 trailers alone, the 2 maps with our new crew alone, we have them fighting in the Gladiator times, and then we have them fighting on the Titanic. Okay, just from that alone, you can tell that this is going to be like, they can go anywhere. They can legit do anything. Blundell can take this story wherever he wants. And this is Blundell's turn to start a story. Blundell has been around working on Call of Duty before World at War, I think, but he was there during World at War. He made Jerice, okay? But Jimmy Zielinski, the old guy, was the guy who really created that first story, with Rick Toffin and all that stuff. He was the one who primarily created it. Blundell added to it, and then he came along with Mob of the Dead and Origins and took a spin on the story. Um, but this is Blundell's first time starting a zombie storyline in Call of Duty. This is his baby. Yeah, his and Craig Houston's baby. And he's gave himself so much room already, I can tell. Because obviously the one thing you want to do as a writer, if you're writing out a story, you don't want to just make a mode with one map in mind. You want to give yourself room for multiple games and multiple, and one of the things Blundell has always said, he's always talked about growing the zombie storyline. In 2016, he gave us the Zombies comic, which, for zombie story people, was a big help in waiting for the my power is legit blinking right now, and it's scaring me, because I'm home alone right now, my light is blinking. But Blundell, in 2016, he gave us a zombie storyline, and for zombie story guys, that really helped us a lot, because we had extra story even after the DLC season was over for Black Ops 3, and then we got Chronicles and all that stuff. So that's why, honestly, it didn't feel like it was a long wait to Black Ops 4. But he came out with a comic, and he introduced us to the multiverse, and now he's starting a new storyline. Blundell is taking the zombie storyline in a direction to where it's becoming something bigger than it ever could have thought of being. And I'm that's perfect. Think of the Marvel universe. Think of the MCU. You have your Avengers. And you have all these, but you have so many more superheroes, so many more branching storylines, so many more universes, that it's just something that's ever evolving, and something that is so rich. And that's what Blundell is doing with zombies, because we're getting our premise crew, we're getting Blood of the Dead, and we're going to get, because from videos I've seen of Mr. Waffles, who got to talk to Jason Blundell, in the menus for Black Ops 4, you're going to have 2 options. You're going to have the premise story, and then you're going to have the new story. So you're going to get both, but this just opens up more doorways, because this new storyline, Dr. Monty is gone. You know, like Richtofen is gone. You know, like this is something totally new. It's something that has nothing to do with unless Blundell, unless they do have a plan to tie it in. Which they could tie it in. They could by DLC 4 they could tie, you know, it into the original crew. Um, um, but dang, um, he's just taking it in a direction that I love. This is why I love that Blundell is in charge now because he thinks ahead. I love Jimmy Zielinski. Okay, Jimmy Zielinski made some iconic maps. With the entire Black Ops 1 DLC season with Kino der Toten as the base map and stuff and he made I thought he made good maps in BO2. A lot of people gave Transit hate and stuff, but I thought it was a good map. Um, uh, but Jimmy Zielinski didn't think ahead. Okay, and granted, he didn't have a 3-year dev cycle, but Jason Blundell, came in with Mob of the Dead and immediately just boom, but Jimmy didn't have a 3-year dev cycle. Okay, but I still don't feel like he thought ahead because before Jason Blundell came in and really tried to clean up the mess, the zombie storyline was all over the place. The BO1 and BO2 days, the zombie storyline got way out of hand. And not that it wasn't good, but it just got to the point where it was there was so much going on. And Jason Blundell really came in and tried to clean that up with Mob and Origins, and then in the Black Ops 3, he tried to clean up a lot. Then he gave us the Zombies timeline, which really answered a lot. Um, but Jason Blundell thinks ahead, and that's why I trust him. If there's going to be someone to start a storyline, it's going to be Craig Houston and Jason Blundell. Those two guys they think ahead, they plan things out, they don't just do things just to do them. You know, like, um, so, we all love the OG crew. Okay, we all love them. I love Richtofen. I love them. They're awesome. But I'm ready for a new storyline. I'm ready to get involved with these new characters because my light's blinking again. Because what is the one thing that Jason Blundell has proved is that he can create some dang good characters. The Mob of the Dead crew, awesome. Um, Reworking the OG crew into the Primus crew with Origins and BO3 completely made them better and way cooler. The Shadows of Ill crew, awesome. He's a great storyteller, and he knows how to develop characters. And I'm willing to bet money that these characters are going to be really just from the trailers. I love them. I love their personalities. They seem cool. The girl seems awesome, and she's hot. The strong guy. I'm not sure of their names. I know one's Diego and one's Shaw. The Shaw's the old guy. He looks cool. The strong guy, Diego, I think maybe is one of them. The guy who stole the key. My voice just cracked so bad. Um, but they already look cool. They already look like really cool people. And so, um, you know, they just look cool. They just look like people. And then one of the things that made Black Ops 1 and all those games so cool was we were going to areas that we didn't know about, and we weren't just going sometimes we were just going there to get okay, so for example, with Shangri-La. Shangri-La is not just something Treyarch made up. That's there's a lot of mythos behind that, and that's that's a place that a lot of people talk about and make theories about. And Treyarch brought that into the game, and it was just so cool to explore that. And then already with 2 maps with this new crew, we're going to get to explore the Titanic and the freaking Gladiator times. The possibilities are endless. You can go fight. You can send these guys to the future. You can send them to year 1. You can send them anywhere. Because of I don't know what was going on with the opening where they was huffing this stuff and they teleported or whatever. But you can send them anywhere. You can send them legit anywhere. And that gives this storyline so many possibilities. And we're also going to get, there goes my light again. We're also going to get our OG crew. We're going to get them. We're going to get that story, and that's going to be good because we all love them, and we're all going to enjoy that story. Um, uh, and DLC season, from what we're hearing, A couple things I'm hearing is, for one, there's been no mention of a season pass yet, and so a lot of people are thinking that DLC is just going to be free. Which, if DLC is free, wow. um, um, but a lot of people are saying that we could get two maps with each DLC, one with the new storyline, one with the old storyline. And if that happens, man, wow, that's going to be so freaking great, dude. Like, that's going to be just so awesome. Um, a couple closing thoughts. The Mob of the Dead part is going to come up. Jason looking all fly here with his beard. Jason, if you're watching this, man, you probably not. But Jason Blundell, for one, I just want to thank you because you're a legend. I said that multiple times during the reaction, but you are just a legend, my dude. And I love you. In fact, I love you a little more than most men should love you. It's kind of worrisome how much I love you. I think I'm getting addicted. Like, I think it's becoming something that is actually like I should seek help. That's how much I love you. Like, and I don't want anyone else to love you. I just want it to be me. I have pictures of you up on my wall. My background on my phone is you. It's becoming worrisome. My parents have talked to me about it. Why do I love this man so much? It's scary. I don't know why I love you so much, but that's just the way it is. But anyway, enough of that. Forget what I just said. The closing thoughts. Black Ops 4 is going to be legendary. Like, Black Ops 4, man, it's legit going to be a game that I think it's going to be the greatest COD ever. If you're a zombies dude, this is going to be the greatest Call of Duty ever, man. You're going to get a new storyline. We're going to get more maps in this game than ever. We're getting 3 maps at launch, dude. That's insane. And that's not. And I'm not even I haven't even mentioned all the innovations that Jason talked about. Zombie mutations, being able to change zombie speed and difficulty, and all this. Ugh. I'm freaking out right now. I'm actually freaking out. I'm going to end the video here. I've rambled on enough, and it's just, I just want this game to come out. I just want this game to release. I want to play this game so bad. Jason, I love you, Jason.